So 12 years ago, I was a soccer dad and a coach and a sponsor of a local club. And I noticed after a couple of seasons that there was spare balls and tops around my house. And I saw my wife was going to throw some of them out. And I asked her, well, hang on a second, how many of these do we have? And she said there was 11 of them all matching from my 3 kids. And I said, well, keep them because we can do something with them. And then I thought about it and realized that maybe there was other equipment out there. So I decided to keep those and then think about what we could do if there was extra stuff around the community, and then we'd find people to give it away to. The impact has been much more significant than I could ever have imagined. This started off as a very simple idea to pick up some spare gear and get it to kids who need it. But the impact's been much more profound. It's about 40 countries we've sent gear to, but some of them repeatedly over many years. And in the communities we've sent them mostly in Africa, there's been things that I didn't expect, like girls have been involved in soccer more, which obviously we're happy to support. But as a result of staying in soccer through their teen years, they tend to support each other more. So we've seen a drop in things like sexual abuse and other abuse as the girls stand up for each other in the community outside of soccer. There's also a tendency of boys and girls to stay more committed to education, because there's a possibility if they're good at soccer they might earn scholarships, which can give them some additional education, which of course the parents want as well. And it's obviously been good for things like mental health. So these are all things that never in a million years could I imagine that we would have any impact on those things, but we do. Better physical health, better mental health, and more kids having fun, which is really what my initial plan was. Every time I get an email from some group that we've supported, you just see these kids having fun, whether they're young adults or very young children. The joy they're getting from playing soccer, from having the first ever uniform, for having matching team uniforms. So that to me is just so satisfying. I grew up in a poor family with 9 children in social housing, so we didn't have a lot of money to buy new things all the time. So I think it's reaffirmed the belief that giving to people who appreciate what maybe someone else has excess of, and the benefit that can come from that, and just the joy of knowing that you own something, or you own something new, or you own something for yourself. And I think a lot of the kids, the idea I had in my mind at the beginning was just to put a smile on a kid's face by giving them a soccer ball or their own top or their own uniform. So I think it's reaffirmed that we can do a lot, even with a small, simple idea, can do a lot more than we might imagine. I never even thought the word legacy would come up when I started, but I think the real legacy has been much more profound in seeing things like teenage pregnancies drop, to see girls become empowered through soccer, and also young men. Some of these young guys, there's a high levels of unemployment in some of the African communities, some of them recovering from civil wars where there's a lot of social conflicts, and soccer is bringing people together. And I hear stories like that all the time, where individuals but also groups have benefited as a result.
Desmond, how sweet of you! You're always the one giving stuff.
Holy sh!
So now I'm gonna give you something, kind sir.
Oh, that was not the right answer.
You are the recipient, Game Changer recipient, Volkswagen Canada of 2024. This is for you, sir.
Wow.
First, we're gonna give you a handshake, because you definitely inspired me, and I need to start donating.
Wow.
Give you some of my good stuff.
Well, I'm seldom speechless, so.
And this is for you as well.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
Oh, thank you. No, we appreciate you for all that
Thanks,
you do.
man.
Honestly.
I really appreciate it.
I'm so happy to be a part of it, to give you something when you're the one always giving to other people.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I'm so good. Thank you.